In the time of famine, a family from Bethlehem sought survival in the land of Moab. Elimelech, his wife Naomi, and their 2 sons left behind their home, hoping to escape hunger. But in Moab, tragedy struck. Elimelech died, and soon after, both sons passed as well, leaving Naomi with nothing but grief and 2 Moabite daughters-in-law, Orpah and Ruth. Broken and bitter, Naomi decided to return to Bethlehem. She urged the young women to stay behind, to rebuild their lives. Orpah eventually agreed and said goodbye. But Ruth clung to Naomi and said words that would echo through history. "Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God." So the 2 women walked back to Bethlehem, widows with no security, no plan, only faith and each other. To provide for them, Ruth went into the fields to gather leftover grain. By divine appointment, she found herself working in the field of Boaz, a kind and respected man from Naomi's family line. Boaz noticed her and asked about the young woman who labored so humbly. When he heard of her devotion to Naomi, he was deeply moved. He approached Ruth and said, "May the Lord reward you for what you've done. May you be richly blessed under his wings." Boaz instructed his workers to protect her and leave extra grain for her to gather. When Ruth returned home with an abundance of food, Naomi's heart stirred with hope. She told Ruth, "Boaz is a close relative, a guardian redeemer." Following Naomi's wise instructions, Ruth approached Boaz with respect, asking for his protection. Boaz, honoring her purity and courage, agreed to redeem her if the closer relative declined. Boaz did everything lawfully, and when the other man stepped aside, Boaz took Ruth as his wife. Their union was not just a marriage, it was a miracle of restoration. The Lord blessed them with a son, Obed. He would become the father of Jesse, the father of David, Israel's greatest king. Ruth's story is one of quiet strength. She had no status, no wealth, no voice, but she had faith. She served, she stayed, she trusted, and God used her obedience to shape the future of nations. You see, the story of Ruth isn't just about romance or redemption. It's about how loyalty and faith, even in obscurity, are seen and rewarded by God. Maybe you felt forgotten. Maybe your story hasn't gone the way you planned. But like Ruth, your quiet faithfulness matters. Your loyalty in private, your trust in the silence, it all matters. God's purposes are not limited by your past. He can take your broken beginnings and lead them into beautiful endings. So don't give up. Keep showing up. Keep trusting. Like Ruth, you may not see what's ahead, but God is already weaving your story into something greater. Ruth was an outsider, a widow, a woman with no power, and yet God used her to help bring the Savior into the world. He can use you too. So if this story stirred something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Comment below with what Ruth's story means to you. And subscribe for more powerful stories of faith that remind us we are never forgotten. God sees, God remembers, and God redeems.